One former and one current university professor argue that America's colleges and universities have lost sight of educating students. According to the authors, the nation's higher education system is a $420 billion per year business that's more interested in making money. Demos in New York City is the host of this hour and 15-minute talk.
Good evening and welcome. I'm David Callahan, a senior fellow at Demos. It's great to have you all here for a provocative discussion about higher education that is jointly co-sponsored by Demos and the World Policy Institute. So my advice for the audience tonight is to fasten your seatbelts, and if there are any sacred cows in the room, they should run for their lives. The book is called Higher Education, with a huge question mark dominating the cover and a very unsubtle subtitle: How Colleges Are Wasting Our Money and Failing Our Kids, and What We Can Do About It. These days, everybody takes for granted that getting a college education is a good thing. The BA today is the equivalent of a high school diploma a half century ago. And when many of us do fret about higher education, we tend to worry that too many people can't afford to go to college. Here at Demos, we have been working for years to expand access to higher education, most recently with our work on community colleges. Well, tonight, we're going to have a very different kind of conversation about college. To be sure, the concerns about access will be here and run throughout, but we're also going to hear a remarkably sweeping and harsh critique of higher education, along with some pretty radical ideas for change. The authors of this book are no strangers to this subject. Andrew Hacker has been teaching on campuses for 55 years, first at Cornell University and then at Queens College, 110 consecutive semesters. Whatever happened to the sabbatical? Beyond his teaching, he has been a prolific writer. No doubt you've seen his work in the New York Review of Books. He is author of a 1992 bestseller about race, a 1998 book about money, a 2003 book about gender differences. Claudia Dreyfus also knows her way around a campus. She is an adjunct professor of international affairs and media at Columbia University. And before that, she taught at the Graduate Department of English at the City University of New York. And she, too, is a prolific writer. She is best known as a journalist interviewer for the New York Times science section. And she is the author as well of previous books. In addition, she is a senior fellow at the World Policy Institute. The World Policy Institute, by the way, is a nonpartisan center